Hello. So I am quickly going to do my Disneyland Paris haul. I'm not going to be on camera because I am full of a cold still and still quite not ready to go on camera. So basically I've got a few presents in here that I need to start giving out to people. So we didn't get too much stuff, I just got a few bits. So I'm going to go through what I got and what's in here. So first of all, I got the Moana pen, which is basically one of the oars from the boat. This was €8.99. This is actually the present that I need to record because I'm giving it to my cousin this afternoon. So I need to actually put that somewhere ready to give to her. So I also bought, this was for myself, the Todd plush, which my dog is actually trying to get to. I may have to lock them out because I've got another plushie in the bag as well, and he thinks that any teddy belongs to him, which they don't, so he's absolutely fuming that he can't have him. So he was €17.99. So Fox and the Hound is one of my favourite films and I actually just loved him. I didn't want the Christmas version, I wanted the original version where his eyes are just absolutely beautiful. He's so soft and lovely. I actually love him. Hopefully I'll get copper in the future to match. Get down. Get down. Okay, so now I've got my dog under control. I'm going to carry on with the haul. So I'm not sure what's in each bag, but every time I bought something I did ask for a bag so that I had a bag from everywhere I went. So being the 25th year anniversary, I didn't really like sort of this style that is the anniversary style. Everything was like very nice and looked nice, but nothing really caught my eye bar this fridge magnet, which I'm going to print a picture to put in. And this was $7.99, so that is something to commemorate us going on the 25th anniversary. I also got myself the 25th anniversary pen. That was $3.99. I think that's designed as one of the autograph pens, but we didn't get an autograph book this time. I also got this Stitch keyring. He was $5.99. I think he's classed as a Zum Zum keyring actually. That's for my other cousin. That's another thing that's going this afternoon. So I needed to get my video done. I also bought another fridge magnet which just says Paris. I think this is for a friend of mine, I'm not sure, that was €7.99. I'm not decided which one I want. There again, there's the 25th anniversary DLP fridge magnet, that was $4.99. Obviously these aren't going to be around forever, so I thought I might as well get something that commemorated the 25th anniversary. So I also got myself a key ring. This was $8.99. So this is actually such a lovely key ring. It's got the castle with the gold, and then it's got 25 there, and it's got Tinkerbell in gold, if I can get to her. So yeah, it's just a really nice key ring, which I think is pretty and girly. So I got that for myself. So going back to the bag, I think there are just carrier bags in here because I wanted to keep them. We've got all my receipts in and stuff, but everything's got prices on. My dog may go a little bit mad now because my next item is the Percy plushie. Now, I absolutely love Pocahontas. I quite like the classics, the traditionals. She's one of my favourite princesses. And he was actually a present off my partner Scott. He was $24.99. So I've ended up with two 2 dog plushies. I wanted to get my first ever actual plush Zum Zum from Disneyland Paris, and this is the only one that sort of caught my eye. She was £5.99 Marie. I don't have anything Aristocats bar a cup, so I thought that was pretty cute. So yeah, I wanted to buy my first Zum Zum and my first pin while I was actually in Disneyland, because I know that you can get them online and you can get them over here, but I wanted to get it from there. I also got just a box of cookies. I was going to use it as a present, but it's been a little bit bashed in the case. And that was £2, well €2.50. I think I'm just going to keep them for myself because we weren't. Same with the shortbread. That's a little bit bashed in, and that was £1.99. I'm just going to keep everything for myself, bar what I actually bought for myself. So then I've got another Disneyland Paris magnet. That was £4.99. So I need to choose which one I'm keeping and which one I'm going to give to my friend. Obviously I've got like 3 there now. So then also in here, these are quite handy for little presents. That's £2.50. That's a big chocolate coin that says Disneyland Paris with the Disneyland Paris stamp on there. I did get a little bag of chocolates, but I've already eaten them and I've took a bag to work. I have put them on the Instagram. So, the only other thing that's not a pin that I bought myself was one of these coins out of one of the coin stamping machines. You actually don't do anything to do the coin stamping itself. You just put your €2 in and it prints itself off. So that's Mickey with the castle and the Walt Disney Studios tower on there. That's the little wallet I used to keep my ticket in. So I had a mini ticket, which was pretty cute. They're all in the 25th anniversary things. And I don't know how I've ended up with a big Thunder Mountain Fast Pass. I think somebody left it in the machine and we didn't end up using it, so it wasn't that I didn't use a Fast Pass. That was a no ticket available, and then just in the back of there is just the proof that we're staying in the hotel for when they get to the parks. So basically I didn't really get myself much. See if I can get it in shot. I got myself a plushie, a keyring, a pen, some chocolates, a photo frame magnet and another magnet. That's really it. Percy was a present. I got myself Todd and I got myself some chocolate, which we've already eaten now. So I move on to pins. So I really was excited to pin trade and to be in the pin trading community. Now unfortunately it's not all it's cracked up to be at Disneyland Paris. I can go into it a little bit more on another video, but basically I found the range of pins quite, what's the word, I didn't find they had a massive range. I couldn't get everything that I thought I would be able to get. Because it was winter, all the staff had massive coats on and massive scarves, so you couldn't sort of see a lanyard with ease, and not every member of staff had lanyards. But to start pin trading, you need pins to trade, but because of the pins I bought myself I wanted to keep, I didn't have anything I could trade, so I had to buy a €10 pack of 2 Tinkerbell pins just to trade with the trade board that I was told wasn't actually going to be there for much longer. So if I wouldn't have pin traded on the Wednesday night, I wouldn't have had a chance to pin trade at all, and I wouldn't have been able to get anything that I wanted to sort of get. There was the same pins more or less in every shop. I couldn't get every attraction pin that I wanted. I couldn't get every character that I wanted. I was a bit disappointed. I think it's a big thing in America. But also, you can't get mystery pins in Disneyland Paris. So the idea is with mystery pins, it does what it says on the box. You've got your mysteries, and then any you don't want, you trade or trade up. I was also told I could only trade certain ones on the pin board because some of the others were limited edition. Now as far as I knew, you could pin trade any 2 pins with any cast member. Pins are not owned by cast members, they are owned by Disney. So any that are on a pin board or any that are on a lanyard, I should be able to trade. And I was actually told I could only trade a certain section. So I've had to buy 2 pins and to trade 2 pins. And since then, one of the pins that I actually traded I've lost because it fell off the lanyard twice. So it wasn't fully fitted. So I don't know whether it's because it was an old pin, so that the backs had changed. I'm not really sure. So I've actually lost the first ever pin I pin traded. I was disappointed with the choice of pins. You can't buy mystery pins. None of the cast members seemed involved, and the one guy that does pin trade in Disneyland Paris in Harrington's restricted me to what I could trade because the others were limited edition. So the one I wanted that was on the board I couldn't have, so I had to sort of not choose another one. Well, I did, I had to choose 2 that I wanted to because I didn't want the 2 I bought. So basically, this is my lanyard. So I think the lanyard was $10.99. So you get a card. I've chosen Nightmare Before Christmas, as everybody knows I love Jack. And on the back it does actually say the rules. Meet a Disney cast member wearing a pin trading lanyard or accessory. Find a pin with your favourite character, attraction, movie or design. It must be metal and display Disney on the back. Trade your pin with a cast member. Well, I was actually told I couldn't trade the pin I wanted, so I was a bit disappointed as well. So that's the back of my lanyard. So as you can see, it's got the Nightmare Before Christmas on the neck, and then it's got the characters just running alongside. So the front of my lanyard is my button. They had no first time buttons at Town Hall when I went in, and this was the button that I was given at the hotel. So then the next one is the grape soda one. Scott actually bought me that. So that was the first pin I owned, was a grape soda one. My first ever. So that was my first button and that was my first pin. I had pins before I had my lanyard because I didn't think the choice of lanyards were very good either. That's another story. I bought myself the Todd. Scott bought me the Beauty and the Beast one. So this is limited release with the live action Emma Watson in there, which I absolutely love. I bought the Jack to go at the bottom of the lanyard. So in this gap there should be a Jasmine pin, which I have lost between the hotel and between the airport. So I've actually put on Instagram if anybody's seen her. So Aurora, she was my second ever pin trade, so I actually love her. So I couldn't get Jasmine or Aurora in Disneyland Paris, which is surprising because Aurora's castle is the Disneyland Paris castle, so I'm not sure why there's not much merchandise for certain films. I also got myself the spinning inside out pin, which says today I am feeling, and then it sort of spins to what it feels. Scott also bought me Baymax, so I've got a big Baymax there. So basically, that's all the pins on my lanyard for now. So Jasmine and Aurora were my first ever pin trades at Disneyland Paris. Grape soda was the first pin I bought. Then apologies for the cut. Somebody's just tried to ring me and a siren went past, so it sort of worked out alright. So we've got Aurora, Grape Soda, Inside Out, Todd, Beauty and the Beast, Baymax, and then Jack at the bottom with the Disneyland Paris. So I do love the lanyard and I do love what I've found on it, but I was concerned that I was going to lose a pin, and then in the end I did. So unfortunately I lost a Jasmine, and I couldn't even see Jasmine in any of the shops. I don't think you can buy Jasmines in Disneyland Paris, like or Aurora, but the rest were bought from Disneyland Paris. So then the next pins that I have, I've just got that Scott's pin, that's Scott's button. Scott also bought me the Sequoia Lodge pin. So eventually I want to keep get every pin for every hotel I stay at on property. I've stayed at Santa Fe and Sequoia Lodge, but obviously I didn't get my Santa Fe one this time. I also got myself this Mary Poppins one, practically perfect in every way, which I think is very nice. She's green, I can't remember. I think green was the cheapest at €8.99. So basically you're looking at no short of £10 for each pin that you get basically. So I'd saved up knowing that I wanted to get pins rather than other merchandise. So then these are Scott's pins. That's a spinning Baymax. No, it's not Baymax, who is it? BB-8. I'm not a Star Wars fan, I'm not gonna lie. But this is for our niece, I think, for Christmas. So as far as I know, the middle bit spins, and that's a pink pin. So I'm not really sure about that. Scott also got himself the Day of the Dead Disneyland castle with Mickey on there. He really liked Frontierland, where they've got the Day of the Dead section. They actually had a Coco puppet out there, because Coco's the new film that we've not seen yet. So we actually really loved that pin, and that one was green. And then I got Scott this pin, which is a suitcase which has all the parks on. So it's got Shanghai, Paris, Hong Kong, Orlando, Tokyo and Anaheim. Anaheim is one of mine. Well, I want to go to them all, but obviously. So yeah, so that one was yellow. And I'll just quickly open it. This one opens as well. I think that's why it's a little bit dearer. And it's got a little Mickey in there going on his holidays around the world with Mickey. So I thought that was pretty cute. And Scott kept going to this one in the hotel shop. So one day because he'd bought me my first ever pin, although I was extremely grateful, I did want to buy my first ever pin myself. So my first ever pin was grape soda from Up. If you don't know what grape soda is, from Up, it's like the members clubhouse pin. Got myself the Todd, so then I had to get myself the Todd plush. Scott got me Beauty and the Beast. I bought Jack. Scott got a Baymax. I bought that, and then I traded Aurora. So yeah, so I'm missing a pin, but I'm pretty happy with my lanyard. But I'm gonna, if I ever go to America, which is the dream, I will get a brand new lanyard and just do the mystery and then do the trading challenges, because I never want to trade any of them. I don't know if they're limited to Paris or whether they can get them all around Disneyland. The other one that I know is limited was the Beauty and the Beast live action one, which I absolutely love. So yeah, so basically that is everything I got, or we got, from Disneyland Paris. So apart from the plushies, it was literally just a few tiny little things that we got ourselves. A few chocolates, a few sweets. Obviously we've kept our tickets, we've got plenty of pictures, we've got a photo pass, so every picture we got on the rides we've got online for a year, so we can print them off ourselves. So the main thing for me was to get my first ever lanyard and my first ever set of pins. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. Just a little bit disappointed with the lack of trading at Disneyland Paris and the lack of pin choice. There is a lot, but obviously if you want specific, you're not going to find everything you want. Now I've bought my first ever pins, I will start looking on Instagram and online for pins that I want. I'm not sure what sort of theme I'm going to collect. I did want an Indiana Jones pin, Indiana Jones ride from Disneyland Paris, because that and Big Thunder, I didn't see a Big Thunder Mountain pin either. They're the two rides we went on the most, and Rock and Rollin' Roller Coaster, I didn't see one for that either. So I'd have liked certain rides, I'd have liked certain characters, but obviously, because I'm new to it, I'm not sure when they all come out. So yeah, so thanks for watching. So that is my little Disneyland Paris haul, and 3 or 4 of them items are presents anyway. So they're basically the things that are mine is the lanyard, the pins, a couple of fridge magnets, and my 2 plushies, Todd and Percy. They're looking very proud over there. So yeah, so thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.